It is like a 6-part video. I was sitting here this morning at the shop, getting ready to go to work, doing my meditation time, and that subject came back to me as I was talking about the last time I was on the video and posted on Facebook about we got to stop blaming others for our mistakes. It was concerning kids and the family. As we go out through our day and our lives, we try to make right decisions, and sometimes we make wrong decisions. I mean, we're not perfect, and even Jesus said that. We'll never reach Jesus' perfection. But at the same time, we can kind of practice what we preach a little better than what we are doing. For me myself, I mostly, when I talk on a video, I mostly be using my personal testimonies, and I be including myself as well. I'm not pointing no finger at anybody. I'm not saying you or him or her. No, it's nothing like that. I work on myself daily. I got a long ways to go. I've been trying my best throughout the 19 years I've been out here in society. I've been trying to reconstruct my life and reconstruct the way I think. And I know that if I reconstruct the way I think, my actions will show different. But I done made a lot of mistakes since I've been out here in society. Like I said, ain't been a lot of criminal mistakes, but I made a lot of personal mistakes because I've been leaning on my own understanding. As I go out throughout my day, and I've been in and out the hoods of Montgomery practically all my life, and I have to say the hoods have been some of the best experience and knowledge that I've achieved since I've been here on earth. We can get all the book sense of degrees and all the certificates and graduate all kind of classes, bachelor, masters, but if you ain't got no kind of street sense, you still behind. You don't have any street sense. You got to have some street sense to survive. That's why you see a lot of people commit suicide, kill their whole household because they panic, like during this pandemic going on now. A lot of people panic. Guys, men panic when they have a family, or their jobs done ran short, or they're trying to best survive for their family. They're trying to do the best they can for them, and trying to feed them, trying to pay the bills, and everything just been falling short. They're trying to depend on the government to approve this and approve that. The stimulus checks, people trying to sign up for things they never thought they had to sign up for in their life. Like welfare, food stamps. Got to go down to the food line. Got to go to the food banks. They got to call on people they never called on before. They crying out to a lot of different folks, because for one thing, the survival instincts don't kick in now, And if you came from the bricks like I done came from the hoods and the projects that I done growed up in, all we on the way is up for us. We've been to the cement practically all our life. We know what it is to eat bologna sandwich, see? We know what it is to popping open a can of sardines. We know what it is to eat grits and spam for breakfast and salmon croquettes and biscuits. We know what it is to do that. We know what it is to living in a 2-3 bedroom apartment with 13 folks in there. So we know what it is of that. We already know experience it. So we already know about this pandemic. See, the only worst part about it is the air effect. This COVID-19, been one of the worst ones that came through here. But we've been in the household where we had to wake up in the morning and everybody sitting at the table, waiting the mama get through putting the scraps together for the whole family. That's from yesterday. Different stuff was in the refrigerator from yesterday. There was stuff there, we woke up in the morning, we already know we're going to eat the same breakfast. Because that's all that's there. We know Dad going to go down there to them lumber yards and catch them trucks and stuff and try to make it happen for us and bring us some meal back in the house. We know our mama got to get ready to go to some of the more piece of jobs, and sometimes they got to go out there to the rich white folk house for the clean up their houses all day for them. You know, they practically raise their family. So what I'm saying, in other words, I want to rephrase some things about for us, the family, the dad and the mom, and raising the kids in the household. See, back then when I growed up, see the mom had to raise two families. If they were cleaning the house, they had to raise the white folk family, and they had to raise their family. So a black woman is one of the most strongest creatures that you can practically run into in your life for strength. And the Old Testament proved that to me. You know, ain't no way them midwives came back and the child was already born when they got back. You know, it took strength to put that kid out like that on their own. You know, when Moses was born, you know, his mama put him out there on that basket and pushing him down that river down there, and they found that old boy, old Pharaoh, them took that old boy up in the house with him, and his old mama was already up in there cleaning up for him, you know, cleaning the house. She already know they're going to kill him if they would have got him, because they wanted to kill off all them furry bones. See, them Negroes were strong. See, they know them Negroes come out the womb, you know, they got some more strength coming out in the field that they got to try to control. And see, they're going to be strong because the knowledge is already there when they born. So when she went up in the house there, she took care of her own son. She took care of her own son, you know, where they got out that river down there, and she took care of her own son and raised him in old mean Pharaoh house, you see. She fed her own son, nourished him, breastfed him, and all that in their house. It's the same way in the hood. You know, we go out to school and stuff. We don't have the best of things when we go to school. You know, we don't go to school with the little girl don't go to school with the best of how I do. Mama gonna put that straight in the comb in the head, scratch the hair out. We gonna blow our hair out too. And we're gonna put on what the best, you know, whatever we got in the clothes to put on. We got 2, 3 brothers. We know all of us got to share them clothes together. And them sisters gonna share them clothes together too. So survival is already locked in us. So we don't panic when things go on like now, see? Because we already done been there. We already know what it is to go through. So we go through with ease, you know. We might talk about the politics of, you know, Trump and Biden and all of them, how the presidential running and stuff. You know, we want to get old Trump out of there because he ain't meaning no good to us, you know. But at the same time, we don't have them same mean old Pharaohs for years growing up. You know, we went to school with them. We had to go to the clinic. And all this has been going on in our life for a long time. You know, we got to just say so by the now and stuff because, you know, we got our voice to be heard. But we always been the strong creatures. You know, the blacks always been the strong ones. You know, we went through so much pain and in our life to, you know, so survival is there. It come back for us, the kids in the household, you know, the black mothers had to raise practically all the kids in the household because dad was gone. You know, some of the dads used to get our check on the Friday. Mama don't see us the Saturday evening. Some of us get our check on Friday. We go drop the whole check down on the table for to take care of the household. Try to take care of the bill, piece it up till we can go back in on Monday morning and start it back over again. But some of us, though, you know, we were straight homemothers, you know. We took care of the mistress and the street woman better than we did our own woman at home. We took care of our stepkids in the street at our mistress house better than we did our kids at the house. Vice versa, but some fathers took care of their household. I live right there in Trinidad and have been affiliated with Tulane Coast, Jackson Heights, Gill Village, Washington Park. All these guys that probably bringing their bread to the house, dropping it on the table, take care of the bills, you know, and try to keep the family rolling. You know, and some of them kids came out good. But a single parent household, you know, mama called hell with us. You know, because we were doing things that we seen role models do in the street. For a men, why? Mama was searching around and trying to find her way. That's what came about when it comes to the scenes in your life, your back door scenes of your life. What's going on in the back door of the scenes of your life? And you got men looking around at a single woman house because she's single. And he wondering what's going on in the back scenes of our house. What kind of movie being made? You know, he come into the household for mama, but he actually come in the household to see what's going on with mama, the children, and all the visitors that come through the house too for a family. He want to get in there and see what's going on. So once he get in there on mama, guess what? He peeping at the aunties, he peeping at the sisters, possibility peeping at the children. So he wing his way in, you know. Once he wing his way in, you know, he ain't no good role model. He ain't no stepdad, good stepdad. You know, because every chance he get, he peeping at everything. Everything going on in the household, he right behind it. You know, but mama want a relationship and compassion so bad at times till they forget what kind of joker they might be don't let in their household. You know, this cat that came into the household, he's sitting at the table with the children. He's sitting there eating dinner. He's watching TV, got his feet propped up on the table. After he get comfortable out about a couple of weeks, he started using all kind of profanity around the house. He started smoking his cigarette regular. He started popping his liquor bottle, opening his bills and opening of the children. He started finding weed up. He get comfortable. Mama knows it's a bad influence on the child, but she's trying to uphold what she needs too. But during this time period, he stay in that household, you know, he running them kids, he messing them up, especially the boy. When the boys see that, they looking at him and say, dang, that old man, he sat around and smoked that old weed and drank beer and liquor, his feet propped up and stuff. And then we hear him do a lot of cussing. And then when he get a little drunk around the house, there he go. You know, he pushing mama around. You hear the furniture and stuff move around while y'all up in the house, up in the room trying to sleep, get ready for school the next day. He down there pushing mama around everywhere. You hear him cussing. You hear a few things go to breaking around the house. Then next thing you know, this old joker up in the room, we ain't sleep yet. He trying to bring mama up there, man, and do grown folk stuff with her while we still awoke. He ain't got no respect for her, no respect for the household. Little boys like me, you know, we watching stuff like that. You know, so we take it on as a role model because that's what we hear him doing it, you know what I'm saying? We taking that as a role model because this guy here done brought something into the house that is new to me. But this all I see. My dad is gone. I don't see him. You know, I ain't never met him. You know, so that's one role model. So when I go out in the school and go to the park or run around in the neighborhood and I get me a little girlfriend or whatever, you know, I demonstrate what he showed me. He might don't show me how to abuse a woman, you know. He might don't show me how to cuss her, use all kind of profanity. He don't show me how I can get some weed and roll it up and smoke it. He don't show me how we can get us some beer, get somebody growing up to go in the store, get some beer we can start drinking. So we started practicing them kind of things early, you know. I had friends in the hood early. We wasn't on, probably 14, 13 years old. They was already smoking weed, drinking. Some of them was already shooting dope in their arms. Drinking wine, you know, while we were young. No, start having sex when we were, we really were kids. Because we watched it, see, we seen it. Because we sneak around and crawl around in the house and stuff and listen. Because them old kind of cats live in your house, they don't care nothing about you. They do anything in the front of you and anything before you even go to bed at night. They already trying to do it because they don't care. Mama tried her best to control them, but she can't control them fools like that because them fools don't care anyway. Them fools ain't got no sense of understanding about themselves. And 9 times out of 10, they be done raised up the same way, so they pass it right on to you. And like I say, the bar, we always pick it up first, you know. Take it on to the girlfriend that we meet in the streets, you know. We do the same thing to them. Then you look around again, there come another old cat through, see, sometimes mama be trying to find their way. They good. Good women. Good black women. Got all the love and support that a black man can have. But them old cats don't be wanting that. They got a slick conversation. They can sell a woman a dream. They can tell her expectations with their charm, you see. Go down to the book of Proverbs. They'll tell you how they talk to women. Book of Proverbs will tell you all about it. Book of Proverbs will tell you how man charm a woman off her feet. You know, you go to the juke joint on the weekend, sitting there, you picking out one. You walk through the neighborhood, you picking out one. Until you get in there. Then the kids go through a lot, you know. Then there come the little girl, they go through a lot. The old joker run around the house, sneak around the house, trying to abuse them, playing all kind of games with them like you loving them, hugging them and stuff, holding on to them, caressing them, filling them out. They go to trusting them and stuff because he telling me love them. Something they ain't never felt before because we ain't got no daddy. We ain't have no daddy in the household. This joker don't see any way he can take advantage of everybody. Sooner or later, though, you know, mama get tired of her and get rid of her. Get rid of them now, you know. Mama have needs. They want to have the compassion and affection from a man sometime, you know. They want to have a relationship. They make bad choices with men. They bring them in, but these same men be the one who done destroyed the kids along the way. And sometimes the father, biological father, they destroy the house too, even though they're bringing them big check, dumping them off on the table. But the thing they are doing, and it's taking effect on the kids too. Now they're taking effect on the kids if they raising them right. Introduce the Bible to them early. Teach them how to pray. Teach them how to respect their mankind. Teach them how to work, make a living. Grow them up trying to teach them how to run their own business. Tell them to go to school, get them an education. Doing their homework with them, going by the school and visiting them. Talking to them. Find out who they is because they got a mind of their own. You know, nourish them. That's good. You know, mom stand back and look at that. It put a smile on her face because she feel good to have that kind of man in the household. You know, raising the kids and nourishing them like that. She don't mind about taking them little meals and putting them together for everybody because he done brought in what he can bring in. You know, what he got. He gave it, laid it on the table. You know, he might not have that $200,000 a year job, but you know, at least he brought that $30,000 a year job to the house. Put it on the table. They been way about it. You didn't take that money and just dump a little bit on the table and then took a little on down the street down at the Susie Jane house or a Mayra house and gave it to their household and looked over here. He brought it home, dropped it there, and stayed there. He sat on his front porch, talked to his neighbors on the front porch. He ain't let no man come in his household. Sat all around his house and stuff and drank, smoked dope, party, shoot dope, all that in his household. He ain't like that. He stopped the man right there in the track at the front door, at the front porch, and they talked right there, see. He didn't get a chance to sit all up in the house and get familiar with his family and stuff, like folks are doing these days. So a man in life free to hang all around his house with his wife and his woman while he wasn't there. See, they do that kind of stuff these days. They sit around the house nowadays and smoke weed and snort cocaine, shoot dope, drop pills and stuff in the front of the household now. That's the kids, the wife. They do all that kind of stuff now. Then you wonder about how all those spirits get up in your house. We wonder how all the children falling off and stuff because you letting them in. It's already bad enough on me being in and out of prison all the way up to my adult life, making kids and stuff, leaving them out defending for themselves when they're mom. Folks can't fend by themselves like that. They had to let somebody in. Once they let somebody in, that's another spirit coming into your house because you don't left them. See, you don't went on down there and did time. And you was trying to survive. You meant well, but you still left them hanging. It was just like you was out there still left them in the household in because you left the house wide open to the enemy. And then don't nobody get hurt but the children. But you got other people within the family too. They bring them to you too for to hurt you because they mad at you. They got some things against you too that they've been mad about for a while. They've been mad about for a while. And you can't even see it because you're blind. Yeah, they be enemies too. We're going to carry on. I got some more to say on this situation, but right now I'm going to leave it like that for today. Take care. God bless you. Amen.